here, Maria Bovchuk, really also excited to welcome our CEO of Unicorn.Events, Anna Fedorova. A lot of news she has to share with you, so please be attentive.
Thank you, Maria, and hola, everyone. I am so glad to be in Latin America again, because today we are having Unicorn Battle, who will discover the best startup in the region, who will be joining us for the World Finals in just 2 weeks. We are really thankful to our sponsors who are with us today. Network VC California Seed Fund is our platinum sponsor. Our golden sponsor, Silicon Valley Syndicate Club, and our silver sponsor, Licify. Our event is the world's largest startup pitch competition by geography and the number of the events held already. The winner of today's Unicorn Battle will participate in the Unicorn Cup Finals on February 18th. This will be a grand happening with the famous VCs and prominent startups from all over the world. So please mark the date in your calendar. And besides startups, pitching live during the finals, there'll be a Startups Expo where we will welcome all extraordinary startups. They'll be able to meet directly famous personalities and interact and showcase themselves to the audience worldwide. Please contact our event managers or me to know more about this. During the season, our Unicorn Cup, we held local unicorn battles on all the continents with participants from 125 countries of the world, discovering the most prominent startups that will define tomorrow's future. Unicorn Event is an open competition where startups pitch live for private investors and venture funds. We started our events back in 2009 and do them on a regular basis all over the world online. Join us to see the best local solutions and meet great personalities. We had traveled all over the world with our battles, and in any case that you haven't seen us in your region or your country, please contact us, because starting this season, we are having a new format, and we will be very glad if you become our partners, because look at our statistics. We are doing a really great job. Our best startups meeting really great investors and raising lots of funds. Our VC community keeps constantly growing, and our angel network expands every day. So we would gladly welcome you as a partner to our network, and you can do unicorn pitches with us in your local community, and it will be a stage to our continental unicorn battles. So please contact me or our event managers to know more, and we will become partners and help you to really grow global. Please, ladies and gentlemen, meet our ecosystem. We are a smart ecosystem that consists of various software solutions and internet platforms that unite startups, investors, business angels, and professional scouts and high-level managers in one business space that makes it quickly and efficiently solve any task in the field of innovation startups. Startup.Network is a marketplace for businesses, startups, investors, and service providers. Venture fund Network VC is a classical venture fund. Licify acceleration program. Unicorn.Events, the world's largest online startup pitch contest. VC House is a closed community and network created exclusively for the VCs, where they can exchange deals and where they participate in as elite investors. Network VC for investment banks and startups and businesses. And Silicon Valley Syndicate Fund is a special structure that allows business angels to invest into the startups with the small checks through syndicate deals. If you're a VC or a business angel, invest with us, join us, or let us know when you lead, and we will support you with our investments. Our ecosystem opens great opportunities for startups, helping them to succeed and become leaders in their industry. Dear startups, get in contact when you are fundraising, and we will help you out with great pleasure. And of course, we welcome partners that can explore enormous business opportunities with us and become really global. Please contact me and we will talk about it in person. And now I would like to return the floor to the extraordinary girl, Maria and Julia. They will lead you through our battle in Latin America. Girls, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you for the introduction. And I may definitely tell you that taking into account all the opportunities which Startup.Network and Unicorn Battles provide to startup founders, definitely there are a lot of area to explore. So join us, explore the opportunities. I'm sure that for our judges who are joining us today, there will be lots to explore and lots to find out and discover in one of the sunniest probably parts of the world and the warmest parts of the world in Latin America. So before we'll go further to the pitching side, first of all, we want to say great thanks to our partners who are joining us and Startup Green Go Global. Thank you everyone who actually is who's helping us to do this event. And also, of course, we want to say big thanks LinkedIn Local in India, and of course to our partner in Peru as well. Definitely we will have a lot to discuss a bit later. But also, as I mentioned, for our judges, we want to say, first of all, thank you. We are so grateful that you are actually joining us today. And I'm sure you will be definitely pleased after you listen to all the solution which we've gathered for you today. So before we'll go to the pitching itself, as I mentioned, please welcome our judges team. I'll start from the CEO of the Startup.Network, Alexander Soroka. The floor is yours. First of all, tell me, how do you feel, again, exploring startups in Latin America?
Really wonderful, Maria. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. So our funds usually invest up to 400K and we are industry agnostics and we prefer to follow. So if you are a VC and you decided to invest in the startup, please invite us into the round. We will gladly join you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alexander. And I would like to ask every judge who has joined us today to, again, shortly introduce your VC fund. Which startups are you the most interested in? Which industry, the check size, region, etc. Please, you're welcome. Who would like to speak first? Just unmute yourself and speak out loud.
Morning, Maria. I'll kick it off and I'll be extremely brief. Henry An here. I wish I was in South America where I am. We got, I think in equivalent terms of metric, I think 2 meters of snow here. But anyhow, the more exciting thing is Henry An here. I have an advisory firm that I serve as a fractional CFO and COO in the venture space. Also work with a venture fund focused primarily in fintech, blockchain, consumer, enterprise, and sort of a lot of data-driven companies. Check size around 100,000 or so. Great to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Henry. Who would like to proceed?
Hi, good morning. Francisco Jardine from SP Ventures. I'm a founder here at the company. We manage a little bit over $100 million, very focused on ag and food in Latin America. We invest in seed and Series A, occasionally in Series B. Check sizes between $500,000 to $5 million. So we have a pretty broad range, not only in stage, but also within Latin America in geography, although we've been very active in Brazil and Argentina.
Thank you so much, Francisco. Who would like to proceed?
Hi, I am Zohar Lunetsky from San Francisco. I am a co-founder of ANZ Group. We mentor and invest in startups in early stage. Check size anywhere from 30 to 300,000.
Thank you, Zohar. Who would like to be the next? Be active, please.
Hello. Hi, Maria. How are you? Can you hear me? Sorry.
Gabriel, go on, please.
Yeah, sorry. No, just quickly. I'm Gabriel Sanko for the invite, Maria. I have an investment banking, which we raise capital for deep tech and renewable energy, including also blockchain. We have raised tens of millions of dollars and also now building a vehicle called Urano Capital, which will be a fund to invest in the same technologies with, in the same fields and hopefully in a global perspective. So great to be here.
Thank you so much. Sergio, you were going
Hello.
to...
Sorry.
Good morning. Thank you for the invitation. My name is Sergio Frota. I'm from São Paulo, Brazil, CEO for the IM Ventures. We support startups from globally to make the soft landing in Brazil. And also we have our own invested companies and startups, mostly on digital events, real estate, and agro. Thank you for the invitation once more.
Thank you, Sergio. Who would like to proceed?
Hello, everyone. I'm Diego from Distrito. I'm from São Paulo, Brazil. We are an innovation platform that connects big corporations and startups. And in the investment part, we do seed rounds and press Series A in the ticket size like $100,000.
Thank you, Diego.
My name is João Cerqueira. I'm from Brazil as well, São Paulo. I'm in this general partner of 21 ventures. We are investing in agro as well. We are in health and in foods. And we are launching a new fund this year in Brazil with LACTEC, an institute that works with technology in Brazil. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Who would like to be next?
Yes, Maria.
Sorry.
Hello, everyone.
I'm Pedro. I'm from São Paulo, Brazil. I'm a venture capitalist at CREA. We are the pioneer at equity crowdfunding operations. So we are agnostics in terms of sectors and tickets. But we look for companies that seek to share their value with their communities. So that seek to impose their value through network effect movements. That's it.
Thank you, Pedro. Aldo, if I'm not mistaken, you were supposed, you were going
Yes.
now. Hi.
Yes, Maria, thank you. My name is Aldo Esperone. I'm part of this community. I participated in many other battles. Pago is mainly focused in really agnostic, but focused in fintech, in startups and early stage. Welcome to all the participants and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Aldo. Who would like to proceed? Please be active. I want every member of our jury to say a few words about the VC fund and the industry they're most interested in, etc.
I can go. My name is Alberto. I'm from Remessa Online and Mar Ventures. We look to fintechs in early stage in Brazil.
Thank you. Which check size maybe the region in Brazil?
Okay. First, it's going to be early. We prefer to be a venture builder, but we also do early investments until pre-Series A.
Okay. Thank you, Alberto. Who would like to proceed?
Okay, I am Claudio. I'm from ADM Venture Capital, which is the participation and venture arm of Grupo Rendimento, which is a financial group here in Brazil. I'm speaking from São Paulo. We look for companies in between seed stage and Series A. We're mostly focused on B2B companies and fintechs. Our check is around $200,000 and between $200,000 and $1 million, and we have all our investments are proprietary.
Thank you, Claudio. Who would like to be the next? So I would actually, or maybe I should actually invite you to the floor. Maybe, hi, John, by the way, our partner. How are you today?
Great, thank you, Maria. Great to see everybody. Thank you for inviting me here again. It's 11 p.m. in Japan, and buenos dias, ¿cómo está usted? Muy bien, gracias. Obrigado. So my name is John Kojiro Moriwaka, aka Crazy John. Thank you so much, Anna, Maria, Nina, Julia, and Alex for inviting me every time. I love being participated, Unicorn Battles. So I'm visiting professor of 2 universities teaching entrepreneurship, and personally belong to 2 angel groups in Silicon Valley. One is called Harvard Business School Alumni Angels, Northern California, and Life Science Angels, and focusing on investing in medtech and healthcare-related technologies, AI, and thermographies. And I also own the medical device. Our family business is medical business. We sell any kinds of medical devices. So if you have any great medtech technologies, I'd love to talk to you. And also, I'm founder and CEO of Silicon Valley Ventures. It's an advisory firm for helping startups in Silicon Valley to large corporations. Thank you very much. Best luck to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. I can see that Keith has joined us today. Keith, how do you do today?
I'm doing well. Glad to be here. Excited to hear what the startups have in store for us. For those who don't know me, I'm the founder of IPA Equities. We are an industry agnostic and geographically agnostic investment fund investing in innovative and disruptive technologies, blockchain, AI, VR, AR, and so forth. Check sizes are between 2 to 10 million. And we're always looking for things that are layered. So if it's, for instance, blockchain with AI or, fintech with blockchain, things that have multiple components and layers are what are of most interest to us. So I'm excited to hear what everybody has and hear from the rest of the participants. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. I can see that Jordan has joined us today. How are you, Jordan?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, South America. ¿Cómo está, amigos? How are you?
How are you?
You get a yellow card, you're late.
I was late on purpose, fashionably late. The Roosters insisted I sleep in. I'm Jordan Wabe, real quick. I'm the managing partner of Silicon Valley Venture Group. Always good to see you, Keith, and all the other fine gentlemen. Zohar, we are yet to talk. We are out of Silicon Valley Group, we invest in early stage companies, technology agnostic. We like companies that improve the human conditions. Our checks are $30,000 to $300,000. We do equity and convertible notes. Our focus is typically on the ability to growth in the United States and what have you. And we help them in their growth trajectory and make introductions to other investors and what have you. If you are pitching today, I wish you all the best, all the luck today. I hope that you do really well. If you ask questions, try to keep your answers short so more of us can answer. And good to see you again, Maria, and best of luck to all of you.
Thank you so much. Likewise, Jordan. Maybe somebody who would like to speak out as well. So I would.
Well, I can. My name is Slava Pidlisny. I'm a managing partner of Network Investments, which is part of Startup.Network system. And it's a meeting point for investment bankers and investment professionals to exchange and help each other with deal flow, with startups and projects, so we could go really global. So if someone interested, please get in touch on LinkedIn, and good luck to startups.
Thank you so much. If somebody, don't want to miss anyone, but please let me know and show your face. I can see that some of our judges still have their camera turned off. Who hasn't spoken out, please turn on camera and we will proceed. But meanwhile, definitely, by the way, I would like you also to meet the head of VC House program, Natalie, from our Startup Network. Natalie, just share a few words about as well VC House program. I think that our participants will be very interested to know more. Just a few words.
Thank you, Maria. I'm glad to see you here today, everybody. And I'd like to introduce you to VC House. This is the invitation-only online community created exclusively for VCs. It's a platform where VC from all over the world can exchange deals which they participate in as active investors. So if your fund is actively investing in, and you have companies either from your portfolio or outside of it that you are looking for co-investment, please join the VC House and don't hesitate to contact me directly. My contact details is in the chat.
Okay.
Thank you, Maria.
Okay, thank you so much. If you would like to speak out, we will. It will be later, but meanwhile, we are moving to one of the most as well exciting parts of our today's pitching event, because very soon my colleague Julia will present all of the most interesting solutions which refine this winter season in Latin America, so please be attentive. Before we also move forward, and I'll say a few words to our judges about how you're going how can you actually vote today. So before our event, you have already received a link, an email with a Zoom link, which please remember which you can use for your voting. So just to start voting, please click on the link which you got via email, then open it. It's a new incognito window in your browser, and you will be redirected to the event page. So you have to scroll the page to the startup section, and after that, you'll see all the logos and marks beneath there. And you will have to put the marks from 1 to 5, depending on the investment potential of this specific startup. So of course, 1 is the lowest and 5 is the highest in this case. So you just have to put marks without any confirmation buttons, because sometimes there were questions. You could change marks before the voting will be closed. Usually you're going to have 6 minutes for each of the startup. And if you need help accessing your profile at our event page, please let us know in chat. Our support team can help you with that. Thank you so much. This is a few words about the voting. And right now, one of the most exciting parts of our event today in Latin America. Let's begin. Also, very important, remember that for our guests that you can also vote and choose which startup you found the most exciting. So definitely, please welcome today our startups. And right now, I'll give the floor to my colleague, Julia, because she is, by the way, she knows Spanish and she likes Latin America. So I think there will be additionally language which you can have as well with our startup founders. Julia, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Maria. Bienvenida a todos. I'm so happy to help you to host this event today. And we are about to start the most excited and the most important part of our unicorn battle. And I'm happy to greet the wonderful startups from sunny Latin American countries. And I'd like to mention that today we have a lot of startups from Brazil, almost 5, 3 startups from Mexico, and also from Chile, Colombia, Argentina. So let me invite our startup founders and welcome the first startup, which is Beeok, and his founder, Christian Bustos. Please welcome. You can share with us your presentation.
Hello, Julia. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Thank you very much for this possibility.
Yeah, sure. You're welcome.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Perfect. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Digital Sustainability. My name is Christian Bustos. I am a CEO in Beeok. Beeok is a software solution for sustainability. Today, the problem is sustainability. Beeok is a SaaS solution, and we work in corporate sustainability and environmental health and safety compliance. Today, we are 65 customers, and we are 17,500 MRR in income every month. The challenge is the sustainability. The problem is the brands, companies, all people want to be sustainable. And be sustainable is not easy, because the minimum you need to be compliant. It's very important to comply in the law. It's very to compliant, don't have problems with the law. And this is a big problem with the companies, because every country has 1,000 environmental safety and laboral law, and identification, update, and fix every law is very difficult. And Beeok has a solution for them. Our purpose in Beeok is transform and move the company to sustainability. Our solution is a SaaS solution, and we have all company need to fix the law compliant. We work with mining, energy, construction, food, service, and other companies. Our solution has some very special features, like daily notification about any change in the law, monthly reports, task management. The most important, every company has in Beeok all they need to fix the compliance. This is a very interesting market. We are talking about more $1 billion per year in market in only 4 countries. Maybe in another country, this market is very big, and this market is every year increasing because the importance in the sustainability for the company every day is most important. We have a roadmap. We are in this year in a magical acceleration program. We increase 4 twice our volume during the last year, and we are working to initiate operate in Colombia and during the next year in Mexico. Okay, we have very important a company customer today in every sector. Several of them are international companies. We are very happy to hit. Our best important SaaS indicator has a very good performance during the last years.
I'm sorry, Christian, but your time is up. We have only 3 minutes for presentation. So you can share your contact details, and then who is interested will ask you. And also, I would like to mention that we are not recommend to voice info about fundraising. If you would like to get more about it, so please use our private chat. You can write messages to our startups in private. And yeah, and also I remind that startups has only 3 minutes to pitch. Thank you, Christian, for the great presentation. And we go to the QA session.
Yeah.
Dear judge. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Julia, I just need to, just a quick thing, just if I may. Definitely 3 minutes. The only thing that I would actually say that they need to wrap up like few seconds after the 3 minutes. So maybe this would be like better sometimes. But please definitely go into chat for more information and for more information about startups. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Maria. So let's continue.
Please, dear judges, you're welcome to ask questions.
What exactly are you guys solving? When you're talking about sustainability, can you be more exact?
Christian, are here?
We resolve every company need to know the law. This is impossible to work without technology today because the law are changing every day in every country. We reduce time and money for every company.
So you basically give them a database?
Yes, we have database in every country. We use artificial intelligence for detect every change in the law in every country. This is our best solution because we need a little time for detect every law change in the world.
Excellent, excellent. I saw you said $1,700 a month or $17,000 a month is your MRR?
$17,000 a month.
Got it, got it. And in terms of the product itself, how much more development does it need? Is it 80%, 90% of where it needs to be, or is it still in early stages of development?
Now we are in sales.
Okay. When you say countries, how many countries are you covering today?
We are covering today Chile and Peru, and we are ready to start during March in Colombia, and preparing Mexico during the next years.
Understood. Are you ready to expand outside of South America, or is that not yet?
We are ready, but we need a cooperation in another size.
Understood. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you too for your questions.
Hi, Maria. Henry here. Just a quick suggestion, if I may. I think it's helpful if the founders and the executive would mention, whatever they're presenting in terms of the figures or whatever currency they're in, whether it's US dollars, euros, or their local currency. That would be helpful for us to track, because sometimes the slide's a little bit small. It's nobody's fault. It's just easy for us to maybe put ask certain questions. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for recommendation. Okay, Christian, thank you so much. So
thank you.
Yeah, and we have the last question. If I don't, or not, we don't have more questions. And
one last question, Christian.
Yeah.
If you are not looking for money, what can the people on this meeting do for you? How else can they help you?
In this meeting, we need a venture capital and contact in another countries. Thank you, Jordan.
Okay, thank you so much. And we go ahead to the next startup from Brazil, and it's called Solides. Alessandro, its founder, please, you are welcome.
Hey, let me share the screen.
Sure.
Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, good, let's go. We are the #1 talent management platform with people analytics and behavioral management in Brazil. We know that bad hiring decisions are very expensive. Turnover costs 300 billion reais per year in Brazil. And we know that people are hired for their hard skills and fired for their behavior. So we mitigate that losses using people analytics, artificial intelligence, and behavioral management. We build our software using a behavioral management, and above that, we build attraction, development, and retention talent, and we have the whole journey of the employee in the company. So we can build people analytics using artificial intelligence. We have an accuracy of 97% of our technical validation, and we have more than 2,600 customers, mainly small and medium companies in Brazil. We have competitors, but they play only in a few pieces of the software, of the process of the HR. We are one-stop shop, so we have a lot of data to create intelligence and provide intelligence to our customers to reduce costs of turnover and increase productivity. We sell to companies in inbound sales mode and to individuals and companies using white label model with partners that works as a sales channel for us. We have a target market of $1.4 billion in ARR, mainly in Brazil. About traction, our LTV CAC is very healthy. Our logo churn for SMB is very low, and we are growing with the average ticket and the customer base. This is our CAGR and our growth in the last 5 years. And the team, 2 founders, myself and Monica, we have complementary soft skills, as you can see in this graph. And we manage 240 people here in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. That's all. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you, Alessandro. And please, if you have any questions, you're welcome
Alexandra,
to ask.
Henry here. Quick question. I think one of the charts you have, maybe you can show it to the audience. I think in terms of your churn, I remember it's fluctuated a little bit, but it's relatively low. Maybe typically when I see that, there seems to be a product market fit in your local market. Can you share, maybe explain to the audience and to me in particular, what are you doing that you can have such a low churn that you actually retain your client? What's the secret sauce there? What are you doing right that you can have a relatively low churn? Thanks.
Good question. At this pandemic time, we discovered our lock-in, that our customers build the whole HR process in our software. They can build the process and generate impact in the company. So when they think about canceling the subscription, they think on lose all the work they have done in the last months or year. So our software has a good lock-in.
Hey, Alessandro, Gabriel here. Can you hear me? I just, yeah, great presentation. I just wanted to ask you quickly, from your solution, what would be the unique feature? Because from the investor perspective, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe it could be easily replicated, your solution. I mean, in terms of the software, or not. That was the part I didn't get.
We have a very good barrier to competitors because our soft skills mapping has an accuracy of 97%, and it works very well. Our software works with hard skills and soft skills. Those two informations are very important to manage people.
Alexandra, I have seen your picture of employees, a lot of people. Is people limitation for you in terms of scale, or how you're going to scale? And if you have to scale, you have to have how many people actually? Or that's a barrier, or that's a problem, or you can scale without so many people?
Thank you for the question. Today we have 2,600 customers, almost 40 million reais, close to $7 to $8 million in ARR. So it's a very healthy operation. We don't have more people than we should have, and people is not a problem to scale.
To scale is
okay
not
with that.
Okay.
No,
just that's concerned if you have a limited model. Okay, thank you.
No, that's not. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have more questions or not?
Yes, ma'am. One more. Really well done, sir. What's your true SAM for the next 2 or 3 years? What's the size of your obtainable market in your mind?
Today we cover less than 1% of our target market. And based on similar companies that we have in our base, we have more than 300,000 companies. So we have a lot of work to do. We are doubling each year, but we have to continue growing in this ratio.
Do you have any metrics in your CAC and LTV ratios and the likes, or is that you should have them?
Sure.
Now, right?
Sure. LTV CAC today is 6.9 times. That's a healthy number.
Okay, and that's over the last how many months, sir, or many couple of years? I don't read Spanish.
The company.
How long is this CAC period calculated over?
Oh, this is from the last 5 years.
5 years. Okay.
Yes, the end of this 2010.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sir. Good. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah. If we don't have any question, so we move ahead, and I'd like to invite the next startup, also from Brazil, and its founder is Daniel. The startup name is APDZ. Please, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. As she said, I'm Daniel and I'm speaking from Brazil. Let me share my screen. Please tell me if you can see it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, can I start then?
Yeah, please.
So APDZ is an ad tech company whose expertise is to create content through the use of different technologies. When we think about the Brazilian market of education, we are talking about a basic education. We are talking about a 54 million student market with more than 185,000 schools. But the thing is, students don't want to go to school, listen to their teachers, tell them what they have to memorize for the test the following day. And that's where APDZ comes in. Our Maker STEAM solutions create engaging, motivating environments for students to learn. When we're talking about Maker, we are talking about student-centered activities, activities in which students are the ones responsible for the whole learning process, and teachers are facilitators in this process. When you're talking about STEAM, we are talking about science, technology, engineering, arts, and maths. And these two are aligned with the BNCC, which is the national regulatory curricula here in Brazil. Currently, we have 4 solutions. We have the online lab, which is 100% online. It was created during the pandemic. It has been validated by thousands of users, and it's now a great success. We have our Team Lab, which is a blended learning solution. We have WeLab, which focuses on technology and preparing students for international competitions. And we have APDZ Content, which is the production of white label content for different institutions. One thing which has to be highlighted is that our platform is really top-notch in terms of technology. And we are the only Maker STEAM platform which can be embedded in any LMS, any of them. And this makes us different from any competitor. In terms of business model, we have a very interesting business model. Since we have recurring revenue, because we have 3-year contracts in B2B or B2B2C models, we have a very low cost of acquisition. Now with this tech platform, we are highly scalable and replicable. Our lifetime value is 7 times our cost of acquisition, and our payback is in less than 1 year. So what we're doing here is we're looking for proceeds to create an effective sales team to accelerate growth. We are now a profitable company, but by our business plan, we aim to reach 30 million reais by 2027 with operating margins which go over 60%. We are also planning a geographic expansion in Brazil and then, who knows, in other countries. And because of our online program, we are focusing a lot on the B2C market. Here is a very broad summary of everything I've talked. So if you have any questions, I'll be very glad to answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for being in time. And please, dear expert board, you're welcome to ask. Maybe something to clarify.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi.
Congratulations for your presentation. Quick question. In terms of your total revenue, what is the percentage of the public sector and the private sector?
We're currently only working with the private sector, and one of our goals is to start working with the public sector.
Okay, so you don't have a revenue from the public sector?
Not yet. No. Not yet.
Thank you.
We started in 2018, and we started focusing on the private sector first.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Daniel. It's Pedro here.
Hey, Pedro.
Congratulations for the work so far. I wanted to ask you, how long is your selling cycle, and what are your methods for acquisition new clients, and how do you keep them? What's your customer success tools?
Okay, so we have a period between March and September where we usually look for new clients. Last year and this year have been quite different from the usual. So we are still getting new clients for this year. We have 3 contracts being signed next week. How do we retain clients? We have a pedagogical team that keeps monitoring the schools and forming the teachers and accompanying classes, supporting schools, either in person or online. So we give them full support throughout the whole time, not only the first year or the first month, throughout the whole contract. We have had clients since the very beginning of the company. And very
Perfect,
happy.
thank you.
Welcome.
So Daniel, another question, please. You mentioned that you are looking for a partnership with the schools, like a rebate or something like that. Have you ever thought about a structured partnership, like a licensing or a franchising model, something like that?
Absolutely. This is something we can think about. We have already discussed with my partner, and we can think about that, definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you. Great job.
Okay.
So we go ahead to the fourth startup. And I'd like to invite Fernando and a startup which called Mooney Edu, also from Brazil. So you're welcome, please. Can you hear me?
Hello, are you listening to me?
Yeah, now yes. Please.
Okay, so hello, my name is Fernando. I'm co-founder and CEO of Mooney Financial Literacy for Everything, and I'm from Brazil. The problem that we solve is that financial literacy is not taught in families or schools. And although financial education has been present in schools curriculum since 2019, less than 20% of schools teach it, and not in an effective or practical manner. And that's why children face severe consequences when adults. For example, 40% of youngsters in Brazil have already had bad credit, and 25% of families have overdue debt. To solve these problems, we have designed a one-stop shop financial education platform and methodology based on social emotional gamification and banking features to teach the next generation of adults in a fun and humanized way. With our methodologies, teachers can have planned lessons to teach the curriculum, parents have more openness to talk about money inside their homes, and students, the most important, learn crucial lessons to leverage their life project in a practical and fun way. Here we have some screens about our app. The market is huge. There are more than 180,000 schools in Brazil, which represents more than 35 million addressable Brazilian students. Globally speaking, we're talking about 1.2 billion children from 10 to 19 years old. Other players have showed the potential of financial literacy market, and we have, for example, Greenlight Case, that is a teen banking to teach financial literacy with parental supervision, and they are already a unicorn. Our team is the right one to be the winner in this market, mixturing expertise of business, finance, school selling, and psychological, technological, and pedagogical care. We have started our sales operation in October 2020, and since then we have already reached 34 partner schools with more than 12,000 students. We pretend to scale on B2B using representative sales for individual schools and making partnerships with big school chains, publishers, and digital influencers to reach 1 million students in 2025, only in Brazil, with a revenue in Brazil of 43 million reais, and then pursue a unicorn path through the B2C client base. We're going to use the client base to expand our fintech model. So be part of this revolution, be Mooner. Thank you very much, and improves people's life quality with financial literacy. Thank you.
Thank you a lot, Fernando, for this past presentation. And now, please, Judge, do you have any questions or not? Everybody? I guess Fernando is ready to answer your questions now.
Yes, Fernando. Hi, Gabriel here. Very interesting company you have. Congratulations. And education is key. I only have one quick question regarding the data from the financial library. I mean, not from where you get the data, but how often you update the financial library and how you get sure that that is updated all the time from kids to 10 to 19. I'm just curious on that side. Yeah.
Okay, this specific data from kids to 10 to 19, we just got it from a report. A mentor of us gave us this data. He just researched it. I'm not pretty sure about the source, but I can message you about the source.
No, sure, no. But I was asking in your solution, the financial library you have, from where you get. I mean, how often you update your own library, your own financial library, in order to provide the most updated tools to the children. That was
okay.
On your side.
Our solution is quite recent, so we basically developed it in 2020, and now we are just updating the app and the features inside the app. So we basically have lots of features to update. We're going to introduce some banking features right now in the app, because the main thing about our model is that we sell to B2B, but the value of our solution is on the app, because with the B2B, we teach children using the app, and then we can introduce more features to the app using banking and fintech products.
I understand. And I guess you're also adding a little bit of the blockchain DLT economies to the library, or not? Like decentralized, not only fintech, but also what is coming ahead now with all the crypto side.
Yes, for sure. We can add crypto in the app. We can add artificial intelligence. We can add a marketplace for children to buy inside the app. We can add lots of things.
Okay, good. Well, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you for questions. Somebody has more question? Please, the last chance to clarify something. If not, we are moving ahead to the next participant. Thank you, Fernando. Great job. And the next participant is also Fernando from Colombia, and his startup is Licify. Please welcome.
Hi. I'm not being able to share my screen. I think the other Fernando needs to unshare his.
Do you have some technical problems with sharing?
No, I think. Oh, there it is. No, it's just because somebody else was sharing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now just try to share. Yeah. Good.
Great. Can everyone hear me and see me okay?
Yeah.
And you also see my screen right now?
Yeah, it's good. You can start.
Great. Thank you. Well, this is John. He's a major home builder, and he spends half his revenue on procurement. Unfortunately, for all the money he spends, he's not getting the best bang for his buck. Hi, my name is Fernando Joki. I am CEO and founder of Licify. My company solves this problem by connecting John with the best suppliers to allow him to achieve the best outcome. Our customers love us, which is why we're growing 30% month over month with a gross merchandise value of $601 million. Before, John could only connect by word of mouth with a few providers, limiting his ability to get the best deal for what he wanted to purchase. As a result, John and other large home builders were losing out on good deals, as well as access to the best suppliers. This is where we come in. Licify allows John to connect to a myriad of suppliers in order to get the best deals and the best quality. Our SaaS model allows him to use a product at any time or place from the comfort of his laptop. This reduces construction costs by up to 7%, which doubles their margins. This is why we're winning major clients, including Bolívar, Colpatria, and Capital, who are the top 3 construction companies in Colombia. To achieve our success and keep growing, our team is uniquely qualified. I have degrees in actuarial mathematics and industrial engineering, as well as an MBA from Columbia University in New York. along with 14 years of experience in construction. Daniela, my partner, also has a degree in industrial engineering and has over 4 years of experience in e-commerce. And Elsa has a master's in construction procurement and more than 12 years of experience in the field. In summary, we are winning major clients, leading to many transactions and growing 30% month over month. Let's build together. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Great presentation. And now the QA part.
Fernando, congratulations for your...
Hi, thank you, Sergio.
Do you have any kind of certification process to make the both sides reliable on this engine?
Yes, actually, if I understand your question correctly, we certify providers. So we do a background check, and we're like a rating agency. Think about a Fitch or an S&P or a Moody's, but for construction providers in Colombia. So we've rated over 6,000 providers that we have as active sellers in the database. And basically, we initially screen that they're a legally existing company, that all their legal status is up to date. Number two, we do a financial rating. So basically, we give them, we qualify them from A to D, A being a good qualification and D being a bad qualification. We get that information from public records. So basically, what we provide is transparency, and we make sure that builders who award large multi-million-dollar contracts through our platform to these companies actually know, who's behind those contracts, right? Also, the other thing we do is we guarantee that we are able to reflect the residual capacity of these providers, meaning, think about these large companies that have, 10 or 15 or 20 job sites. They also need to know if in the other 19, they hired the same guy, because at some point that guy's capacity to fulfill another contract diminishes. So we also provide that information to make sure that, they hired the company that has also the ability to fulfill the requirements of time and budget, etc. I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
Great, thank you.
One question, Julia.
Yeah, please.
Hi.
Hi,
Aldo.
Yes, hi, Fernando. Aldo here. Very nice and congratulations. Just a quick question. There is a way that internally your users evaluate the suppliers in terms of compliance or anything, and how that affects the ranking, or even to redeem from those bad suppliers.
So basically, what you're asking, if I understand correctly, I just want to make sure I answer the right question, is how do we rank providers, or how do we provide enough transparency to make sure that the providers who are not doing
yeah,
the job
and also if the internal users are affecting, they can send you feedback, and that feedback will be used to put in a better ranking list.
Yeah, we have done that slowly, because there's also some legal implications, right? It's not like me rating a company on Amazon that I can say your product is terrible. I'm just one in hundreds of thousands of buyers. But in this case, if some job manager for Constructora Bolívar decides to go on a rant and write something about a provider, he can really ruin that provider's businesses, right? So we have to make sure that we protect both sides and that we follow a due process. So what we've established is that with these large construction companies, they are multi-million-dollar companies, we've established a process in which they can rank the providers, in which they can provide feedback. Initially, it's just provided to those companies. We don't make it public yet, just because we want to make sure that we have the process nailed down, and that the collateral effects of us doing that are not, that a company goes broke because, somebody, pissed off a job manager, but, he did fulfill his contract. So we have to be very careful. And like I said, we have to protect both sides. So we are in the process of doing that, but it's not, as simple as just a TripAdvisor rating or something like that. Did I answer your question?
Real quickly, what is your projected revenue for this year?
This year, projected revenue in US dollars is around $600,000. Last year, our revenue was around $150,000. I'm just doing the FX exchange in my mind with Colombian pesos that are like going up and down all the time. So basically, we plan to have 4x last year's revenue.
And your revenue model is based on who else could pay for be part of that network in terms of the revenue model?
Thank you. Technically, and hello, technically, our business model is a market network. So that means that we're evolving from a SaaS company and using a SaaS tool to evolve into a marketplace. So our initial and our current revenue model is a SaaS model in which we charge these large construction companies between $85 to $1,000 a month, depending on the size of the company. We've also, within our platform, we've created a marketplace for companies who want to sell directly, not through bids, but through actual sales, B2B sales. For that, we're starting to have a 2.9% take rate, but our end game and our goal is to make sure that we are able to make all the money from these transactions go through the platform, and we have a take rate on that, and that's where we're building up to. But it's sequential. We have a strict plan to make sure that we get there without creating enormous friction that will disincentivize our clients using our service.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Fernando.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you for the great question.
Yeah. So, dear startups, just a quick reminder for you. Do not forget to share your contact details in our chat. It makes easier our communication with you. So please do not forget to it. And we go to the next participant, which is Luis with startup Möuvers. This startup is Mexican. Please, Luis.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Let me share my screen. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Good. Okay. So let me introduce myself. My name is Luis Arecedo, CEO of Möuvers Technologies.
I'm sorry, Luis, I cannot see your video. Could you?
We have a little problem with my video. I don't know.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It's by my internet speed.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's fine, right? The presentation is looking good.
Yeah, presentation is good.
Okay, sorry by the video. So let's start again. Let me introduce myself. My name is Luis Arecedo. I'm CEO of Möuvers Technologies. We are last mile delivery company. We are trying to solve basic household needs as delivery and home service. We are focused in a medium cities that are growing in Mexico. Let me pass to the next. Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
Do not worry.
Okay. The objective is to be a super app that delivers anything to your home, offering a total customer experience that can get all that they can imagine in one platform. So basically focusing in Mexico, that the difference that we are doing is that we consolidate all the service and food and supermarkets, rides and home service in just one platform to maintain to the customers, to connect them to our platform. So that's the unit economics that we have. And the last year and the GMV, we have $423. for CAC that we have in the last year was $4.5 US, and LTV that we have the last year was $700. This is the gross merchandise value that we have for the last year. We have some problems with to get a rider. That's, so you can see this a decrease in and then we rise again. We solve the problems that we have in the last years. Our goal is to be a super fast delivery platform with a low cost in 5 years. Make smart cities with a mobility and delivery service in Mexico. And the other is to offer it to our customer experience that can get all that can imagine with a super app. That is my contact information. That is all for my presentation.
Thank you a lot. So maybe we have some questions.
I do. Very simple. I have an easy one. Can you go to your unit economics slide, please, for a second? Yes, and I'll ask that question, when you put it up. So I'm looking at the number. I think the CAG was like in the current year, or 2020 rather, is 4.5. The LTV is 717 USD. I did a very simple calculation. I came out to 159 times LTV to CAC. I don't come across companies with LTV to CAC with that kind of number. Can you tell me sort of how you come up with those numbers? I mean, that's just if those are accurate, that's an amazing number, but I just want to see how you come up with that.
Thank you. Let me explain the CAC. We use the formula that we found that we calculate the CAC. These are all the spend to attraction for the user to the whole platform. That's divided for the quantity of new users and that we have in each month on the year. And the LTV, that's the average for each ticket for the average that the users spend in our platform, and the quantity of new users that we have from in the last year.
I have a quick follow-up. What's your revenue for 2020 then?
Our revenue for 2020 was $40,000
US dollars, right?
Yeah, US dollars. Yes, right.
$40,000 US dollars, right?
Yes, right.
Got it. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for the question.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you, Luis.
What is your take rate?
Take rate? Sorry. It's like it's $20.
Okay, so we have any questions? No, we don't have questions, and we move ahead. So please, the next startup is Xcapit, and its founder Anatolia and Antonella. I'm sorry, and this is a startup from Argentina. Please.
Hello. Change starts with you. I'm sure you've all heard that phrase. But what do we mean? I'm Antonella, COO of Xcapit from Argentina. And as you know, children and young people from lower middle income families have fewer opportunities to educate themselves and improve the economic conditions in which they were born. In Latin America, for example, we have high inflation rates and very low financial education. 65% of the population don't have access to financial services. To solve this problem, we have designed a decentralized application with 4 main components for financial planning, investing, learning, and donating. We have been working for more than 6 months with our partners on this open source solution for a UNICEF call for blockchain startups, in which we are to be among the finalists. We make investing simple. It's automatic. It doesn't require to be banked or to have previous financial knowledge. The solution also includes a financial planner and an educational section for learning while playing, and finally, a donation section for purpose-driven investment. In a timeline, our product roadmap, including our current partners, will look like this. As our solution leverages blockchain technology, we charge our fees automatically through fully transparent and auditable smart contracts. We charge 1% of the assets under management and 10% of the profits. But if the user is donating part of their earnings, so do we. According to the World Bank, there are 1.6 billion people over 18 who don't have access to financial services. And on the other hand, there are more than 1,000 million upper middle and high income people with the need of making this world a better place while investing. Our solution differentiates from our competitors as it is the only one that combines an inclusion investment product. That is because it's automated, easy to use. The starting capital is as low as $30 and lets the user keep the custody of their money all the time, but also lets people donate part of their capital or profits. Our growth strategy is based on creating disruptive content. We are building a strong community, leveraging influencers and ambassadors. Just in December, we've reached more than 1,000 downloads after launching our prototype mobile application. And we have gathered a multidisciplinary team made of experts in research and development, specialists in blockchain, finance, cybersecurity, cryptography, growth hackers, to name only a few, along with 7 top-level advisors, each of one with a different expertise. Where we are ready to start a huge change of major impact. Thank you for your attention, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, good, Antonella. So please, we go back to our jury board. If you have any questions, please ask. Don't be shy to ask something. So the last chance to...
Hi there. I have a question for you. I'm quite familiar with this space. I've worked with a lot of companies actually in this space, from exchanges to currencies like Dash and so forth. My question for you is, this is actually a very crowded space. It's a great platform and it's a great cause, but what would you consider to be your single greatest differentiator?
Okay, that's a good question. I think the difference between us and other projects, first of all, is our team. And the second is that we are working very hard on making this very easy to use and simple, because nowadays the cryptocurrency and blockchain industry, it's amazing. There are a lot of projects, but they're so complex and complicated to use that what we are adding is usability. We have been talking with our partners like Yearn, Melon Protocol, or Enzyme, Erski. They are amazing projects, but they're very difficult to use. So we are trying to make it very simple for anyone without financial knowledge or without cryptocurrency knowledge to be able to benefit from all the benefits that you can get from this industry.
Can you give us a few specific examples of the application that, just a couple of features that you think are unique to it?
Okay, first of all, we will integrate the on-off ramp inside the application with just 3-4 clicks. You will be able to buy some digital dollars, for example. And then you will have a financial planner where you can add your objectives for this year, and you will have a very easy cash flow to follow, and you will be able to see how much money you have to save in order to achieve them. That's another part of our solution that it's unique, because most of the other apps don't allow you to financially plan your life. If you don't know mathematical or or making a cash flow, you cannot get an idea how to save and invest. The other part is that we automatically invest the money that the people are having in their personal portfolio all the time with solutions like wire and bolts or farming, other strategies that we have developed. And they don't have to do anything. They just have to save up and put some cryptocurrencies, and we will be working and investing them for them. The user also can know better his risk profile, but this is very common to other solutions. And another thing that it's unique is the ability for you to donate part of your earnings. Nowadays, the donation industry, in the donation industry, you donate your capital, right? But there are some middle income families or new emerging middle income people that wants to donate, but they don't have enough capital. So they can say, okay, I can put this $10,000 at 10% a year. And instead of giving my $10,000 to someone, I could just donate part of my earnings or $100 a year to some NGO or some person that is trying to educate and improve itself. So that's very unique. We haven't heard of any solution that integrates all of these parts. And the last one, but the most important one, is the educational section. As Daniel Escaleira and Fernando Machado said, nowadays engagement in education is very low. We are trying to teach people how to financially manage their lives. So the next generation will grow up in a very different condition, and we're going to do it through games. We want them to play and learn while playing. It's not just content out there to read. So while they're
real quickly, yeah, that's great. I just want to ask, because I know you're short on time, how many active users do you have? You said you had 1,000 downloads. How many active users do you have now?
Yes, from 1,000 users, right now, 250 are actively investing.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Antonella. Dear judge, feel free to share with us your comments or suggestions or feedback after the startup presentations. So, okay, if you don't have more comments, I will go to the next participant. Thank you, Antonella. And we move to the startup, which is Avalinguo, and his founder, Ramon, from Mexico. Please, Ramon.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm Ramon from Mexico in the EdTech for language learning industry. Okay, so basically the problem we're solving is what we call the talking gap, which is the contrast between the abundance of online content for example, reading and listening comprehension, and the lack of convenient ways to talk. So for listening comprehension, there's a lot, then for reading, then for writing, and at the last place for talking. But actually what we want to do is to talk, to learn to talk when we learn a foreign language. So talking practice is really scarce today. Though there are over 1 billion people learning a foreign language, then more than half of them lack talking practice. So that's a big problem. And regular courses either tell you, well, you practice on your own, all alone, or hire expensive one-to-one tutors. So that's not really convenient. We offer Avalinguo, which is just a smartphone application, which uses virtual reality, virtual rooms. We gather small groups of people for talking. And then you have instant connection to a compatible group. Avatars, instead of showing the tiles of faces, is bringing you a level of privacy. We apply artificial intelligence in Avalinguo. I'm aware that nowadays everybody tells you that they apply artificial intelligence, but this comes from actual academic research. We do speaking evaluation, fluency and accent. We calculate the best possible groups, and then we recommend questions for restarting a stock conversation. We have also envisioned a lot of features, but we haven't developed yet because we don't have enough capital. But we think talking in groups could be the next big thing in language learning. We have a team with 2 full-time people, and we just, some days ago, were finalists of the GES Awards in the track Learn and Connect. We're located in beautiful Mexico. Here you have our contact details. Thank you very much.
Nice, thank you, Ramon. Any questions or comments for this presentation? Please. Somebody wants to ask something?
Sure, I'll throw in something. Henry Ann here, Ramon. I think I like your background. Where I think the hosts here probably like your background as well. I can probably speak on behalf of them. That's something quick. I think very interesting what you're doing. I think I've seen a couple of players actually doing something similar. But can you share maybe some tractions? I didn't see any numbers. If you can share with us any tractions that you have built, that would be helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, I cannot. Because we are in pre-sales phase, so we are behind the stage in which most of the companies presenting here are. So we have an application that you can download right now. You look for Avalinguo in the Google Store, and you can download the application. But this has been used only for beta testing, not for actual selling to people.
Great, thank you.
Ramon, this is Jordan. Good morning. Ramon, I am, without mentioning how much money you're raising, you're not raising a lot of money right now to get you from where you are to a post-revenue. Help me understand why so little money is being raised.
Well, yeah, actually, we don't need a lot of money. I mean, with something like in the order of $200,000.
We don't want to talk about money, sir. We just want to, don't mention numbers, please.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Actually, we have been warned about that. Yeah. So basically, we are still in this very phase. So we need, in order to develop the most meaningful features of the product, we need some investment. We could get some traction with the application just as it is, but it's going to be very much like some other applications.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Sure.
Thank you for your answer. Any questions?
Hi, I'm gonna jump on to Jordan's question there. So how you're going to develop these new features, but then what's your plan to scale? Then once you develop the features, then you're going to raise more money to try to scale?
No,
I'm trying to understand the roadmap.
Yeah, that's right. So basically, that's the idea is not to just develop feature after feature and just hope that the customers are going to fall in. The idea is we are still in the product market fit stage, and we are trying to introduce the most meaningful features, such as, for example, people rating, mutual rating, and multiple rooms, and so on. And the thing is that we can expand. Once we achieve a minimal market fit, we can expand at a very fast pace because it's cloud-based. So it's international from the very start. We are not restricted to a particular geography or region. So it could be a global business that could grow very, very fast. That's the advantage. I don't know if I am answering your question.
Okay,
I
so
think
what's
we're all the same. We don't think you're raising enough money to get you from where you are to something where you're ready for the next raise. I'm sorry,
there you
Keith.
go.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, no, there you go. I guess the question is that, so what's your plan to scale? Let's say, you develop this, you want to explode. What's the go-to-market strategy? How about that?
Yeah, it's going to be straightforward, like advertisement. I mean, it's a direct-to-consumer business, so you need to develop some initial traction, and then to use that for growing and so on.
Okay, good. So thank you, Ramon, for your presentation.
Sure.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and we carry on. I'm going to invite the next participant, Alejandro from Mexico. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Andressa from Brazil, and the startup TINDIN. It's very nice name. So please, Andressa, could you share with us your presentation?
Hello.
Hello.
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Hi, everyone. This is Andressa Costa from TINDIN, Brazil, an ed fintech whose purpose is to bring practical financial education to every child and, as a result, to their families. We have a scenario with three key problems: child consumerism, families in debt, and schools not prepared to implement financial education, and also dealing with remote education now because of the pandemic. So we developed a complete solution through our miniaturized financial ecosystem that integrates children, parents, teachers, banks, and retailers. We developed a gamified virtual learning environment for schools with a financial life simulator game and our own content and lesson plans. And for families, we have an educational allowance app for managing tasks and rewards, child money and line purchase, digital accounts, saves, and investments. Which brings out for us very competitive advantage, because our competitors are traditional educational companies with pressed materials, 11 times more expensive and with methodologies 8 times less efficient than simulation. We have now a contract of partnership with the largest group in Brazil of education, Somos Education, from Cogna Group, with 1.5 million students and more than 4,000 schools. And our business model is a B2B2C and is strongly scalable through our software license with 1 tuition per student per year, sales commissions of cash transactions carried out in the platform, and platform subscriptions. We are ready to serve 108,000 schools and their 27 million students with a potential market of 4 billion only in Brazil. Also, we have child monthly tuition handled with 60 billion and 40 billion cash transactions made by children. And talking about the global market, we are prospecting 65 million users in our platform within 5 years. We are a team of experts in education, finance, technology, and management. And we are also 3 parents who want to create not only a better world for their children, but also raising better children for the world. And we strongly believe in the power of education for that, because we know that if you can change a classroom, you can change a community. And if you change enough communities, you can change the world. So change the world with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, nice words. Thank you a lot, Andressa. And please, dear judge, any questions, comments from you? Please, you're welcome. Oh, no.
Andressa,
yeah.
Congratulations so far. What would be your main revenue stream? Licensing?
Licensing, 1 tuition per student per year.
Okay.
So maybe somebody else.
Andressa, you have mentioned that we have a partnership with Cognos. That partnership means that Cognos is going to offer this as a part for their students as a part of their regular environment?
Exactly. We have a partnership with Somos Education that is part of Cogna, and they are offering our solution for their bases with 1.5 million students. So for all schools that already use them, their solutions. So it's a great opportunity for us.
Okay, Somos is second grade business they have, is the second level, not the college. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Andressa. Please share your contact info, and thank you. And we go ahead, the last but one startup from Mexico, BC4NB. Please, you are welcome, Alejandro. Could you turn on your video? Because
can you see me now? I think the video is on.
Yeah, right now it's good.
Great. Well, thank you very much. My name is Alejandro from Mexico. BC4NB is a company that helps insurance companies provide financial protection for the next billion people that is coming out of poverty, has available income for ICT, for entertainment, but also for financial services. This next billion is a critical emerging segment that has no previous experience with private insurance, but that does have a strong need for financial protection. When we talk to these next billion, these are people that they own small shops, small restaurants, or small service companies in neighborhoods, people working in the informal economy, taxi drivers, people working in construction, in gardening, or in providing home cleaning services that do have this available income beyond their very basic needs, but cannot find the right financial protection solutions for them. When we talk to the next billion, we hear that they don't find the right products for them, that the current insurance products are quite expensive, and that they, most of all, don't offer the right customer experience for them, especially for the claim process. On the side of the insurers, we believe that when we talk to insurers, they will all love to tap into this whole new market as an emerging way of growth. In fact, many companies are starting to explore how to better serve this market, but their current systems don't necessarily know how to design products that are completely different from what they usually do for middle income or upper income clients. But most of all, their legacy systems make very small policies quite complicated to sell because of their cost efficiencies. So what we're trying to propose as a solution is a fully digital process where we co-create the products with the insurance company to make sure that it's fully compliant with all the internal regulations of the insurance, a heavily regulated sector. But most of all, we provide the technology so that the claim process can be done in an automatic way using both AI and blockchain, so that even if it's a small policy with a very sharp margin, it can still be profitable for the insurance company. So a couple of examples of our products. In 2020, we sold 14,000 policies of a health product. Our health product provides the necessary cash for this segment. So this segment normally would go to get their health service at the public clinic, but they always need cash for the out-of-pocket expenses, whether it's medicines, different analysis, or only for a person that needs to be in the hospital for a few days and stops getting their income. So our policy provides that cash to the person while she or he is in the hospital, And the key of this product is that we use the mobile phone to provide immediate cash. So the person only takes a picture of herself or himself. The picture comes with the metadata, with the location and the time, and then they take a picture of the document from the hospital, and with that, we can process the claim in minutes and send them the money directly to their phone or with a QR code that they can go and cash at the local supermarket.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Alejandro, your time is up. So,
no worries.
Yeah, I have to interrupt you.
That's
because
fine.
we're limited in time. Yeah, please, dear judge, feel free to ask Alejandro some questions or give him some suggestions, whatever you want, please.
Can you elaborate on the business model?
Yes, basically we get a commission for every policy we sell. So the policies are normally around $20 US, and we get a commission for the policy of $2 to $3 depending on the distribution channel that we're using. And we can also use our platform to process the claims. So if we're more offering our platform as a service.
And you have to be in cooperation with the insurance companies in order to adjust those policies?
Yes, we are not an insurance company. We are a partner to the insurance company. So we design the product, sell the product, and operate the product, but they're actually the ones that issue the policy, and then they send the payment. So the payment comes from them because of their regulation.
Do you have any pushback from any insurance companies that weren't interested in that?
They're actually very interested because this is a whole new market for them. But because my partner and I have worked in the insurance sector for some time, we understand the insurance segment from the inside, and we need to make sure that the whole policy is fully compliant with the legal, financial, and technological requirements of insurance companies. So we provide a comprehensive solution that fits nicely within the company. Now, this is the kind of products that we sell is a different approach from your traditional health or life insurance.
So you never had any companies that said they're not interested in the product, any insurance companies?
Sure. Well, we started last year talking to the insurance companies. We did our first pilot with a health product, and now we are in process of launching the second product, a life product. But the main concern of the insurance companies comes from the claims, because the insurance companies are used to use a lot of humans to process and to approve the claim process. So doing it all automatic and based on a blockchain smart contract is a significant mind shift from the companies. So I'm sure that many companies will need to work out feeling more comfortable doing the whole automated process to manage the claim. So far, for the pilot, the company that we're working with, they decided that they would like to remain one last human push the button before sending the money, so that their claims area feels more comfortable with it.
And what prevents those insurance companies from just developing that platform themselves? Because in the United States, the car insurance industry has that. You can take a picture of the accident, you send it to them, and they send you a check based on that. So.
Yes, I think one of the challenges for the health sector is the legacy systems and the legacy processes that they are using. But as you say, there are many insurtechs around the world that are now trying to use the smartphone in order to use the picture of a document, and the metadata to process the claim. So we think that in the health space, we are at the forefront of combining what you have at the mobile phone in order to process the data. And then the other thing is the blockchain component, which allows to have additional security at a smart contract before having someone to approve all the payments. So that can be done in an automatic way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alejandro. Thanks a lot. Excellent job. So, and finally, we go to the last.
Alejandro, can you share your contact information?
Of course, I'll put it. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, please. So finally, we go to the last but not least startup for today, which is Vitalk Health, and his founder, Michel, from Brazil. Please, you're welcome.
Hi, everyone. Let me just share my screen over here. Last one of the day, so this is...
Yeah.
You guys can take a deep breath, relax a little bit. Can you please confirm that you can see my screen?
Yeah, I can see.
Great, fantastic. Let me just start my timer here. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Michael Caps from Brazil, representing Vitalk. Now, Brazil is living through a mental health epidemic. They say that about 20% of the population is suffering from some kind of mental illness, and it's only been exacerbated, right, with COVID. It could be your coworker that's suffering from anxiety. It could be your daughter that's suffering from depression. The problem is, though, therapy is just for the rich. 4 sessions of therapy are half a minimum wage in Brazil. Just doesn't make sense. And why? Well, it's inefficient, right? Therapists are still using paper and pen. They're not using really any data, just relying on their own experience. And they can only really see 1 patient per hour. So what Vitalk does is we apply AI and automation to make therapy more efficient and try to drop that price. So how does it work? A chatbot will do a pre-diagnosis based on clinical instruments. It'll match a user with the correct therapist, and the therapist then can prescribe dozens and hundreds of exercises, digital exercises led by a chatbot for the patient to do on their own time. And the therapist can then track symptoms and progress remotely. When instead of the therapist using their own experience, their clinical decision is made based on the therapy of thousands of other therapists. So we're actually using data to make those decisions more effective. So what's the result? Instead of spending an hour per patient per therapist per patient, a therapist actually only needs to spend 15 minutes per week. As a result, a therapist can actually treat 4 patients in the same amount of time as before, and the price can fall upwards of 5 times while still maintaining a 50% margin. Patients love the app. They spend on average 3 hours on our app per month, and the retention is actually much higher than even in traditional therapy or other digital health apps. We've even published a study in Frontiers which shows that our treatment protocol, this hybrid digital therapy, is just as effective as a traditional in-person or teletherapy. As more patients use our software, our bots and algorithms improve. As a result, the therapists become more effective, the margins improve, the price falls, and we get even more patients. And as we can enrich our data because we work a lot with the public sector and internationally funded projects to help vulnerable populations and get access to more and more data, which helps give an advantage to us. We currently package the solution as an end-to-end platform for employers and insurance. They pay about $1 or $2 fee per employee per month. In the last 12 months since launching, these are some of the clients that we were able to acquire. Our MRR has grown significantly, and we did $1 million in revenues last year. My name is Michael Caps. I'm a Fortune 40 under 40 healthcare entrepreneur. This is our exceptional team. We're 37 people, going to 45 this month. 70% of our leadership is female, and we're now raising our Series A. So let's make mental health affordable. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you a lot. So let's go to our expert board, please.
Thank you for presenting. This is a really interesting platform. I'm interested to learn a little bit more in terms of how many downloads you have to date, how many active users. Obviously, you gave us the revenue, so maybe you could talk to us a little bit about some of your projections.
Yeah, of course. No, good question. So we have a free app, which is a way for us to actually get data. That's been downloaded almost 200,000 times, and that's sort of where we're able to get some of the data. Though we actually only monetize on a smaller portion of patients. Those would be the ones that employers would pay for. They pay per member per month. So that's around 50,000 that are monetized. Of those, a smaller percentage are active users. So about, depending on the client, but it ranges between 20 and 30%. Across all of our digital tools. But that's enough within an employer context for it to be a significant tool that they use and a significant tool that insurers reimburse us for as well.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you for Keith's comments. Same as Keith, I really enjoyed your presentation. Very concise, very clear, to the point. Just a quick question, Michael, maybe can you share with us your background? Why you solve, what is your background? Have you have issues, or your family have issues as such before? Why are you solving the problem, and how, why are you doing this? Thank you.
So, no, it's a very good question. I'm actually Canadian. I was born in Russia, grew up in Canada. During Harvard, I had a little bit of a mental health crisis, and I moved to Brazil and became a cowboy, cattle rancher for 5 months. Learned Portuguese, loved the language, and after graduating and being a management consultant in the Valley, which I didn't like, I moved here in Brazil to try to tackle these issues around public health. And the company was around for some time. We worked a lot in general public health and primary care, but we began to realize in the last 2-3 years that mental health is really the underlying issue behind chronic diseases, maternal health, and a bunch of other issues. And so that's sort of the idea where Vitalk was formed. And then I have to bring in actual clinical experts because I don't have the clinical background to make this a reality. So that's short biography of the last 5 years. Yeah.
Michael, congratulations, fantastic idea. So how are you dealing with the regulation agencies? I think that there's a ethical information that we're having from the patients, and also the new LGPD policy, the data protection.
Yeah. Brazil has recently started allowing telemedicine. Teletherapy was actually allowed for a long time. So we are registered with the CRP, which is the Regional Council for Psychologists. We follow the protocols. We make sure we're actually quite close to them, and even Code develop some solutions. In fact, some of the studies that we've published have been with USP and these very important universities. And our goal actually in the future isn't just to be a solution for a corporate. Actually, we want to launch Brazil's first digital therapeutic. This is common in the United States, where the FDA approves apps to handle sleep disorders, opioid, and other kind of things. There's already a precedent in Brazil, and that's something that we want to do in Brazil and Latin America, and potentially the developing world as well, where mental health is still really an exclusive kind of service.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah.
Your application, Vital, has any type of limitation in terms of language?
So currently the app is in Portuguese, though due to clients that have requested our solution outside of Brazil, in 3 months it'll be available in Spanish as well. We've had some multinational clients like Electrolux or Valley that have requested it in Mexico, and we also are launching an English version in 3 or 4 months due to a grant that we received from the US government, from USAID. They want to use it in sub-Saharan Africa, so we said, well, why not? We'll translate it, and then eventually we could explore these cross-border opportunities. However, that's not our focus for this Series A. The Series A is much more about consolidating within the Brazilian market, and then for the Series B, we see potential opportunities in the region.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome, thank you, Michelle, a lot. And yeah, we are over with our hardest and largest part of today's event. And I'd like to give many thanks to our participants, to our startup founders, and we will know in a few minutes who is the winner of today's battle. But now I'd like to give the word to my colleague.
Thank you, Julia. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, startups. You have done it all. Yeah, just wait for the result. Dear juries, please finish the voting. You have 2 minutes starting from now to do it. You can vote at our event page, and in 2 minutes, we will know who the winner is. And while you're doing this, Alexander is smiling at me, telling me that the winner, besides presenting the region at the finals, grand finals Unicorn Cup, will always meet in person some great VCs from our VC house, right, Alexander?
Yes, and absolutely. So we usually invite winner to our VC house meeting, where we can talk closely and more about the startup. So if you are a VC, you are welcome to our club. And let's discover who is winner today.
You're ready? Okay, it's interesting to know if your guess is right. We have 1 more minute to go, and so to use this 1 minute wisely, dear judges, please look at our poll. We are doing different surveys in different parts of the world where we are doing our battles. So please pay 1 second and tell us, why is Latin America skyrocketing in venture capital? Why do you think this is happening? You just pick the answer you think it's right and press a submit button. And we'll talk about it more during our networking session a little bit later. So please stay tuned. The most interesting part is to come. Okay. Maria, do we know who the winner is?
So thank you so much, Anna. Probably right now goes one of the most enthralling parts of our today's event, because we're going to find out who is the winner, who's got the third and the second, and most importantly, who is the winner today, the first place. So I believe I can already name that the winner today is
No, you cannot do that. You name number 3, please.
Okay, I'm telling about number 3.
Okay. Sorry, you were so excited. Okay, go ahead.
To be honest, this part for me is all the time very exciting, and I know that they mentioned that still, nevertheless, when you got this to top 10, it's today's top 11. It's already, I think it's a great big win, and moreover, you get the opportunity to meet maybe your like potential like best investor for your company. But anyway, today the third place comes to startup Licify. So Fernando, congrats.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome, and congrats once again. Number 2 today is Solides.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Once again. And finally, number 5 is Vitalk Health.
Number 1, yes, goes to
the winner at Latin America, Unicorn.Events, startup Beeok Health. And congrats to the winner. I want once again, please, first of all, share your emotions. What do you feel and how it is today actually to be the winner? Michael.
Sorry, I'm right over here. I have tech. As you see, I run a tech company, but I don't know how Zoom works. I write private messages to everyone. No, this is really fantastic. I really, I think, first of all, I think everyone here has an amazing job. I really want to interact now with not only the VCs, but also all the other startups. I think you're solving really major challenges, and I'm so happy and excited for what Latin America startup ecosystem will look like. For me, this is really great. I think it shows that people care a lot about mental health, and that it's possible to create businesses that do social good and that are also profitable and can change the world. So really appreciate it. This is fantastic. Thank you so much.
Congratulations! You will be presenting the region at our Unicorn Cup finals. Our event managers know more. Contact them, please. And let's proceed to our networking session. So let's see what our judges have in mind regarding the venture investing in Latin America. Can we have the poll results published, please? Yes. Lots of extraordinary startups appeared on this scene. Okay, and the second place goes to local VCs who are extremely active. Oh, that's really interesting to know. So I would like to ask Claudio from Brazil. Yeah, Claudia, can you help me out? What was your pick? What did you pick in the poll?
I picked the second choice, which is the engagement of the local investors. As you all guys are aware of, we're facing very low interest rates here in Brazil. So many wealth families are looking for alternative for investments. So The venture capital industry here in Brazil for the past 5 or 6 years has become really dynamic.
Yes, but I looked at the statistics, and over the last couple of years, it's not increasing, it just exploded. It just was skyrocketing. And do you think it will keep the pace in this year and years to come?
Fortunately for us, because we have a lot of competitors in this investment industry, yes, it will keep like that. The environment, the overall environment, still very liquid. So in spite of all the effects of the pandemic and the lack of dynamic of our economy, I still think that we are keeping a very strong pace for investments in startups here in Brazil and in Latin America as well.
That's really good, because we will try to surprise you with many more extraordinary finds, like in the startups. We like Latin America and like to explore different countries. Aldo knows, right, Aldo? How is it looking from Peru point of view? What was your pick, Paul? Oh, Aldo, we have problems hearing you. There is something with your audio.
Maybe there's some issues with
Yeah.
Yeah, try again.
We have a delay, I think.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I was saying that, yes, we have an explosion of new fintechs here in Peru, and this is, I think, a combination of what is going on in the global market. Now it's time for South America. VCs and angels are putting their eyes in our region, and that's the main reason that we have more opportunities to grow. But by the way, I am very grateful, surprised on the focus in education, and particularly financial education, because that is the mindset that is changing and allowing South America to grow. For the next generations, they will live in a decentralized finance-based system based in blockchain. I think
that's good. Thank you for your opinion, Keith. You've been investing in Mexico, right? What's from your point of view? What was your pick in a poll? And from your point of view, was 2020 the extraordinary year for venture investing in Mexico?
I'm sorry, you're asking me?
Yes, exactly.
I actually chose other. I was
okay. What's your other? Please tell us.
Well, to me, it was kind of a convergence. I mean, obviously, in South America, Brazil has always been the eyes of investment because of population and because of the proactive thinking and the mindset of the folks in that region. And I think that, technology has no boundaries, and either do investors. People from all over the world are looking to invest where there's opportunity, and products and platforms that come out of Brazil have worldwide appeal. So it's just not that they just focus on South America, but they have the ability to go global as well. And so I think that it's a combination of just the timing of just terrific projects, teams that have experience and have the global vision to be able to take the products beyond the borders. And I feel that, I just sense that people have more confidence and are willing to invest in these projects to take them beyond the borders. And it's really great to see, and especially we're seeing projects come out of other areas, like you mentioned, Mexico. Several years ago, we saw a lot of things coming out of Panama, and the other area that's very popular now is also Colombia. So those are the areas that I've been spending time in, and I think it's great to be able to sit in on this. And I just want to say, one of my observations about the judging is that it seems like consistently I'm picking the top 3, maybe not in the exact order, but it's interesting to me that the judges seem to be very much of like mind. And a lot of the projects have terrific merit in terms of the platform,
but maybe not the best business model. And so those are the things that we weigh. It's not just the platform, it's the team, it's a combination of things, but somehow at the end of the startup battle, the judges always seem to get it right.
We just pick the best people in the industry, you see, and the best
We
people
all have
are
our difference
always
of opinion, but it's always interesting that it seems like it's always comes out to be right at the end. So
that's cool. So you're satisfied with the winner, right?
Yes, and I think you do very well with who you invite, because I sit in on other pitch competitions and it's not that way. But it's just a testament to the quality of people that you bring to these events, and that's why I try not to miss them.
Well, thank you, Keith. Yeah, it's really, you made my day, because event management is such a hard job. I have a wonderful team, of course, and I really thank you, judges, for devoting your time. I know you're really busy, but for startups, it's really valuable that you pick a date and come and give your comments and feedbacks and really help them out. We are making great thing, making our planet better, making our life better, and helping great guys become successful. That's
again,
really good.
Congratulations to the whole team, and let's not forget Alexander.
Alexander, yeah, he's our best.
Really, and I picked up, international players, because, we decided to invest in one Latin American startup just a few days ago, and it's one of our winners from Colombia. And so, my opinion that it was yet impossible last year, because we organized our battles offline. And so it was really not so easy to come to Latin America and to hear for the startups, but today it's possible, and world is changing.
And we are taking opportunity, right?
Yeah,
in this changing world. Yes, that's really, it's combination, like Keith said, to be in the right time, in the right place, with the right product, right?
But many people today think that VC are guilty for creating Facebook, Google, and other, and Robinhood.
Absolutely. If any of the judges would like to share their opinion towards what we are talking about, you're more than welcome. Because, yes, Sergio.
I just like to add, Anna, one thing that is very important to the startups that has not got to the number 1, 2, or 3, is that the business model is the most important part of that phase that they are. So work on a product, working on the idea is great, but really spend time on your business model. Sort out any problem that you have in your business model, and be prepared to answer things that shows that your business model is able to scale. That's sometimes great ideas, great work, fail exactly because they forgot completely the business model. So if I can give some advice for the others 9 that it was not part of the number 3, top 3, please work hard on your business model. And if you have already done that, work hard to present that you have done that on your business model.
Thank you. Yes, it's really
for the opportunity to be here.
Well, thank you. We will see you more, I hope, in our future battles. Anyone would like to share something?
That was great advice. The other thing I would add to that is spend some time really looking at your competitors. There are a lot of areas that are a lot more competitive than they appear, and really knowing your competitors is very helpful, especially when you're pitching, because everybody will tell you they have a unique idea. But I can tell you, owning a company that services many tech companies, that we hear 4 times in a day that each company has a unique product, but you hang up the phone and the next person tells you the same idea.
Same unique idea, right?
Right, and we're the only ones that have it. But and then you hang up the phone and the third person calls. So that's very important, is that differentiator, because at the end of the day, that could be the difference between getting the funding and not. So having that business model, be able to know your numbers is critical, as he just mentioned,
but also being able to address your competition and how you stand out. It could just be one thing, but that one thing is all the difference in the world.
Absolutely. Thank you, Keith. Thank you. If nobody wants to add anything up, the only thing left to invite you to our future battle. Can I have this slide, please? Yes. So we have only 2 unicorn battles to go before the finals. The first battle will be, no, 3, I'm sorry, guys. Eastern Europe, then it will be Middle East, and Silicon Valley is where our headquarters is. So please pay attention. This Thursday will be Unicorn Battle in Eastern Europe. Everyone is welcome. Drop me a line if you want to have a special front row seats, and I will do this for you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Julia, for this wonderful event. Thank you, support team. I see all of you at our future battles. It was great meeting new friends, seeing the old ones, and I'll see you all at our finals.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you a lot, Anna.
Bye, everyone.
Once again, congrats to the winner.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.